for that very kind introduction. His Excellency Lee Hyuk, Ambassador of Korea, Undersecretary of National Defense, the Honorable Honorio Ascueta, my good friend, the Administrator of Philippine Veterans Affairs Office, Lieutenant General Ernesto Carolina, Korean Defense Attaché, Colonel Kim, President Representative KOICA, Mr. Song Min-yu, my family from TESDA, DDG Irene, Isaac, Director Pilar, Director Mitzi, Director Nenel, we're all here. Industry partners, I saw Jojo and Alvin and Benji of CCAP, Game Developers Association and Animation Association of the Philippines, presidents. Of course, our hero veterans present here today, sir, friends of the media, honored guests, a blessed morning to all of you. Anyong Hasip Nika. I don't know if it's good. Believe me, I prepared this speech for today's event. In fact, I actually prepared for it for quite some time. But I'm sure you prefer to hear the message coming from our inspirational leader, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency President Benigno S. Aquino III. Again, I'm so honored to speak on behalf of the President today, and allow me to share with you his message for this occasion. More than 60 years ago, soldiers from both our countries stood alongside each other in defense of freedom and democracy. Even when the Philippines was just recovering from the damage wrought by the Second World War, we saw the necessity of helping our Korean brothers. The relationship forged back then, this shared history between our countries, is what the Memorial Hall here pays tribute to. It reminds us of the foundations upon which we have built the relationship we now enjoy. Through the years, the relations between our two countries have only grown deeper, and they are still improving. In fact, a little more than 2 weeks ago, I had the distinct privilege of visiting South Korea as the first world leader to be hosted by President Park Geun-hye in a state visit. The conversations we had were productive and engaging, and I believe we were able to build even more on our country's historic friendship. It gives me great pleasure that today, only a few weeks after that visit, we are taking yet another step forward in the relations between our countries by inaugurating this Philippines-Korea Technological and Cooperation Center. Around 1 million Korean tourists visit the Philippines every year, the largest number of visitors we get from any country. Thus, this does not reflect the many Koreans who are staying here for longer periods, whether it is to study English, to work, or to settle down and raise a family here. Not surprisingly, Filipinos have taken well to the influx of Koreans here. Many Filipinos I have met have a special fondness for Korean cuisine and culture. More and more, Filipino mothers are bringing dishes like kimchi or bulgogi to family gatherings. Plus, there is no shortage of Korean drama shows and K-pop songs on Philippine TV and radio. One can even see the occasional Korean celebrity endorsing Filipino products on billboards along EDSA. On the other hand, there's also an increasing Filipino presence in Korean daily life. One that we see most prominently in Representative Jasmine Lee of the Korean National Assembly, who is partly of Filipino lineage. It only makes sense that we have institutions like the Philippines-Korea Technological and Cooperation Center, through which we can make the most of the unique relationship between our countries by increasing our synergies. What this affords us is the ability to create competitive advantages for both of our countries. You are allowing Filipinos to acquire critical skills in digital arts and automation, while at the same time equipping them with a working knowledge of the Korean language. I am told you have already begun your operations and have to date trained more than 400 of our countrymen in various fields to increase their employability, specifically to Korean companies. And so on behalf of the Filipino people, I thank you, and I hope you train many more Filipinos in the future. The results of your programs are extremely exciting. If you are indeed successful in creating a working marriage between the creativity and loyalty inherent in every Filipino and the ingenuity that has propelled Korea to become one of the world's economic linchpins, then, without doubt, the Korean companies who operate here, as well as the Filipino worker, will become an even more formidable force in the global milieu. The benefits to all parties are clear. If Filipinos being educated here are equipped with the skills Korean enterprises need, not only does it give them a chance to work and take hold of their own destinies, it also optimizes the operations of the companies that will hire them. This in turn benefits both the Korean and the Philippine economies. This is the type of win-win partnership that solidifies the bedrock of stability and mutual progress between our countries. A partnership that stems from the understanding that looking out for each other will ultimately redound to our own benefit. 60 years ago, our soldiers displayed an unwavering spirit of camaraderie on the battlefield. It pleases me that to this day, that same exact spirit burns fervently in the hearts of both Filipinos and Koreans. In times of great challenge and deep adversity, in times of progress and possibility, our countries have worked and will continue to work hand in hand to help each other. I have full confidence that from here, the bond between our countries will only grow stronger. Thank you and good day.